City of Detroit versus Jamil, Amir, Lockart, case number SP1211061, SP1218072, counts 1 and counts 2, SP1247989, counts 1, 2, and 3, and the State of Michigan versus Jamil, Amir, Lockart, SX37829611. Appearance for the record, please, if he wants representation.
My name is All Rights Reserved, here by special appearance on behalf of the Lockart.
Turner, may I please have the gentleman to restate the name? I was not able to make the first part of that.
Name is All Rights Reserved.
Thank you.
All right. Today is the date and time set for a pre-trial. I'm going to reschedule this for an in-person appearance on what is that, October 12th, 2023. You're scheduled to appear in person, Mr. Lockart, on October the 12th, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. Okay.
Your Honor, there's a problem with that.
Well, I don't have a problem with it. What's your problem with it, sir?
Sir, the problem is Jamil Lockart only exists on paper, and he can't show up physically in the courtroom.
Okay, well, the person that's representing Jamir Lockart, you need to appear then.
Yeah, I believe the court has me confused with the entity, and I believe the reason you're trying to do a in-person meeting now is to try to throw me in jail for speaking out of turn. So under that kind of threat, that makes it hard for me to want to proceed with this.
That's your choice, Mr. Lockart. If there's nothing further, you have a very good day. Your next date is October the 12th, 2023 at 8:30, and that is in person. All right. Have a good day, sir.
Did you receive my motion?
I haven't received a motion yet.
Okay, well, it's been filed, it's been timestamped. I'm not sure why you're not getting any of my motions. This is another problem with this proceeding.
Well, if you've got a federal lawsuit, I'm sure the federal judge will summons me to court, and I'll appear then, because I unlike you, I don't buy court. So have a good day, sir. Best of luck to you. Dwight Grimes.
Yes.
Judge, are we done?
Yes, we're done, Ms. Geraldine.
May I be excused?
Yes, ma'am. That's why I tell everybody, have a good weekend. Didn't you hear me say that?
Have a good weekend,
I
Judge.
tell everybody we're done. So,
Thanks,
Have a
Judge.
great weekend, everyone. Thank you.
okay.
Bye-bye.
Sorry about that. If I didn't say it loud or clear enough, okay?
All right. So long, Judge.
Bye. All right, YouTubers, you all have a great weekend too. Ms. Georgia Peach and Ms. Carmen, I hope everything's going well between you two. Bye-bye. Ms. Georgia Peach and Ms. Carmen, I hope everything's going well between you two. Bye-bye.
Ms. Georgia Peach and Ms. Carmen, I hope everything's going well between you two. Bye-bye.
You are in.
Okay, all right, we had a job. Mr. Rosen, Mr. Rosenberg, on back here.
How you doing this morning, Your Honor?
I'm good, how are you?
Doing okay. I just wanted to let you know, Your Honor, I did miss court for you. I was locked up 4 months.
Okay, all right, hold on, we are going to address that in just one moment.
No much better, thank you.
Okay, is your sugar back up? Okay. Okay. I could keep a stash of orange juice in my refrigerator.
What is my question? Yes,
Oh, yes, there's also that. Okay.
I've done that before.
Okay. All right, so let's go on the record in the matter of the state of Michigan versus Amir Boykins, 231785. And appearance, counsel?
Your Honor, for the record, John Goldberg, P 30758, on behalf of Mr. Boykins. Mr. Boykins, please put your name on the record.
Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Is there an S at the end of your name or no?
No. No, ma'am.
There's not an S at the end of your name?
No, ma'am. It's Boykin. Boykin.
Okay, all right, all right. So a lot of this seems very familiar, but I think that you're going to, was this matter dismissed at one point and refiled?
Your Honor, I don't believe so. It's possible. Mr. Boykins has been incarcerated in the Wayne County Jail since, he's told me, since June 30th.
Okay, well, all right.
But I
Let's
don't know,
go,
Your Honor.
let's go on the record. Okay, I'm sorry, we're on the record. As to the arraignment, counsel.
As to the arraignment, Mr. Boykins would stand to the charges, waive a formal reading of those charges, and ask for a plea of not guilty to yes.
All right. The court is going to waive the formal reading. So you do have the right to have an attorney. If you cannot afford one, the court will appoint one to represent you.
Yes, ma'am.
And in fact, you've had an opportunity to speak to an attorney today. That's Mr. Goldpaw, correct?
Yes, ma'am. I spoke to him. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The court has also signed the petition for court appointed attorney for felony matters. And you also, sir, have the right to be presumed innocent to proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to a trial by a judge or by a jury, and you also have the right to remain silent. Anything you say orally or in writing may be used against you in court. Do you understand those rights, sir?
Yes, ma'am. I do.
All right, the court is entering a plea of not guilty on your behalf. And we are scheduling this matter for probable cause conference on October 5th at 9:10 a.m. And counsel, I'm sorry, I'm going to give you an opportunity regarding bond, but I'm just trying to, in the report, it referenced a violation of bond conditions, so I was trying to figure out what that was. But there's a pretrial release order for felonious assault, where your client was arrested on May 28th of 23, ordered to appear on June 8th at here. This is an out county, this is an out county arraignment.
That's correct, Your Honor.
And so,
If I may, Your Honor, maybe I.
and this is, okay, there's a felonious assault and child abuse 4th degree.
That is correct, Your Honor. That's why he's in, well, a number of reasons why he is.
Okay, hold on, I'm having a hard time hearing you, Mr. Goldpaw, because there's some background noise from jail, but let me see here.
Yeah.
Hold on just one moment, please, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm gonna go off the record for a moment, and, because there's also one for May 22nd. We have May 22nd and May 26th. And then this one from June 30th. So let me just step off and see what those are.
Oh, Your Honor, may I say something?
No.
Well, I'm going to give you an opportunity in just one moment, okay?
Your Honor, if I may, this may expedite. Mr. Boykins pled guilty to a felonious assault matter. And he is scheduled for sentencing to 3 years probation on, I believe it's October 16th. From that matter, he was provided with a personal bond and I believe
Okay, let me just see on our end what we have, and then I'm going to get to that. I'm also going to pull up the Third Circuit Court stuff also to see what's all that. Okay, so we're gonna go off the record.
Everyone, please rise.
Hey, what's the probable cause here?
It's just they come at you, get your ass arraignment, basically.
Hey, so you think she'll release me with this $3,000 bond I got?
Sure, I got money, but sure.
Hopefully, man, this judge seemed very fair. Hopefully, 'cause I've been locked up for 4 months. I'm just trying to get home, work, and be a father to my kid. It's the only thing I want to do, man. I don't want to sit in jail. Been here 4 months. Been here 4 months. Hopefully, she can. Hey, what she does the right thing. Like, it's not for me. That's the prosecutor. First of all, I gotta just please. I don't really know what's even what I'm here for. This guy, I didn't resist the rest. I didn't learn to. Body cam, all this. I didn't make her say none of that stuff. I swore I did not. I went there and I guess it was a traffic stop. Whatever happened, I didn't say none of that stuff, bro. I guess she ain't open the door. She wanted me to go to jail. Like, I don't know. Really don't. Just want to go home. Man. Just want to be proud. Hey, no judge on me. I just don't see it. I just walked in. Hey, bro. Shit wrong. I just see through it. Something I can pray for. I swear to God, see through it. Judge gonna look into it, man. She gonna be like, they gave him the first, they gave him this, he put guilty to it, they tried to child endangerment. I just want to get out and start these classes and go do some probation. That's not supposed to be here. Supposed to be on this type of stuff, man. It's not for me at all. This judge gonna be with October 5th. Question. I doubt notice judge gonna be with me. Patient. Patient. It's like I didn't sweat. Get to it. See? I feel pretty confident. I feel pretty confident. Sure. Spread my wings and I fly away. I believe touch the sky. I think about it every now and then. Yeah. I spread my wings and I fly away. I believe I believe touch the sky. I went for her to get done with the court time. She said she went back to the break room to check the third district court thing.
Okay.
Turns the sky. I think about it. Hey, when is October 5th? Next week?
Yeah, next Wednesday.
Okay. All right, you may be seated. Thank you, sorry. Okay, so let's go back on the record. And this is the matter of Amir Boyin. However, I need to clarify that as well, because Mr. Boyin is indicating he doesn't have an S in his last name. Our system does not have him with an S in his last name. Well, originally, the felony matter that he is bound over on to circuit court for had an S in the last name, but it was corrected. So in our system, he does not have an S in his name. Third Circuit Court has him with an S in his last name. So that's how he is in the Third Circuit Court system. So, and the court will also note that it does appear, I'm just going to say this, it does appear as though Mr. Boyin, when he prints his name, puts an S at the end of it. I'm going to indicate that. I'm also going to state that the complaint has Boykins, also known as Boyin. So apparently he goes by both, or somewhere along the line, even if he doesn't intentionally go by both, there is an S added somewhere or removed somewhere, I don't know. So he's known as both. So I wanted to state that. Then I also wanted to state that while there was a matter on May 26th, it doesn't appear as though that was, it doesn't appear as though the warrant's been returned on that. That's an obstructing charge, it's a misdemeanor. So the felony shows that your client, as you indicate, your client's sentencing is October 26th, I think it is.
Yes.
He just pled last week on the 21st. And the pretrial release order on that matter had restricted your client from contacting the victim in that matter, which I believe is the same victim in this current case as Griffin.
Bertrand.
And it also appears as though around the same time as the May 22nd incident, there is a matter that your client was charged in Sterling Heights by the Macomb County prosecuting attorney for a felony fraudulent activities charge. So I don't know if that matter has been pursued or not while he's been in custody. So at some point, your client's been out of custody, no? Or have you been, Mr. Boykin? have you continuously been in custody since May?
I've been going.
Well, this is June 30th. What's that?
I've been going, Miss, Your Honor, can I speak? I'm not trying to cut you off or be rude or anything. I've been going back. Your Honor, I've been going back and forth. That's how I got a warrant like this, Your Honor. I just went to court. I went to court for a motion hearing. The 21st, they came up with a plea deal. I took it because I'm trying to get out of jail and get back to work and take care of my kid. Not meaning that I did it, but I just took it so I can get out. And then I'm thinking I'm about to go home. And this case pop up. I don't understand, Your Honor, honestly, how I got this case because she invited me over there. She was telling the police, Your Honor.
Hold on, sir. Sir, here's what I'm going to indicate, okay? First, you don't want to say anything as your attorney is trying to tell you. You don't want to say anything that is going to incriminate you. Second, if there's a court order that prohibits you from contact or going over to a particular residence.
Yes, Your Honor.
The person that you're prohibited from contacting doesn't have authority to say, oh, you can come over. Unless there's a court order that changes that, you cannot do that.
Yes, Your Honor. And I'm sorry about that, Your Honor. I'm so sorry about that. I take full responsibility for that, Your Honor. I wasn't wrong for that. I'm not trying to make no excuses. You're right about that.
And so how are you in custody today?
Because I got released for my plea deal. They gave me a GPS tether, no contact with the victim, which I would not have no contact with her. In this case, for the tether people to come do the tether thing for me, this case popped up on me. I don't even know what this case is about. I was not even aware I had a warrant for this because I would have been did a plea email if I knew.
All right. So, Mr. Boyin, I'm going to tell you this, that we waived the formal reading, but I will tell you that this is regarding an assault or resisting and obstructing an officer. This is from June 30th. And unlawful imprisonment is the other count that's alleged that you knowingly restrained Ms. Griffin, Daisha Kira Griffin, to facilitate the commission of resisting and obstructing a police officer. So those are the two charges for this one.
Oh, Your Honor, can I ask him, what do restrain mean? Like I held her down?
I don't know if necessarily you held her. It doesn't necessarily mean holding her down. I don't have all that information in front of me right now, sir.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes.
That's what I indicated to you when I read the charges to you. Do you remember that?
Yes. Yes, you did. I mean, sure. I'm just confused, Your Honor, about these charges and stuff. I don't know what's.
Well, sir, it appears though you've had several contacts with the Riverview Police Department, some of which have been for bond violations as well, for the no contact. So,
Yeah. And Your Honor, some of the times, like, she'll call the police on me.
Mr. Boykins, please don't say anything, because anything you say right now can be used against you. You understand that?
Oh, yes. You're right, sir. Sorry.
All right. Do you recall the time that you took a bunch of pills and vomited and were transported to the Henry Ford Wynot Hospital?
No, Your Honor, I didn't take no.
Okay, sir. Do you remember any of that?
No, Your Honor, I didn't take no pills at all, Your Honor. I took my medication, which is Boost bars. I took one pill, Your Honor. And I've been sick that whole day because I got lupus. I said I've been sick that whole day because I have lupus. Your Honor, can I just tell you, when the police handcuffed me, when they came to me, I told them, feeling lightheaded, I have lupus. So I got the I was lightheaded, so I got the falling over. I don't know if they said that was resisting arrest, but I ended up going to the hospital for that, and this document shows that I have lupus. I told them that, and I guess they tried to say I did that.
Hold on, sir. I was merely trying to refresh your recollection and maybe jar your memory a little bit. as it relates to this incident. That's why I asked you that question. I wasn't trying to get into all of your medical history or whatnot. I was just trying to see if that maybe would have helped you recall what this incident is about. That's the only reason I was asking you that question. Okay, and so counsel as to bond.
Your Honor, as indicated, he has been incarcerated now for at least 30 days, I believe. He's been in jail since July. You got out on your previous case and you appeared in court on that day. Is that correct, sir? I can't get you scheduled for sentencing.
No, he was in court last week. Okay, first of all, you have to talk right in the microphone. He's having a hard time hearing you. He was just in court last week, and if I recall correctly, Mr. Boyin, when you were in court last week, were you in custody or not?
Yes, I was in custody. I've been in custody since June 30th.
That's what I thought he said, but I wasn't sure. Your Honor, so he has been in custody on June 30th based on these allegations.
No. He's not been in custody since June 30th based on these allegations. He wasn't even in custody. He was not in custody on these allegations. I didn't even sign the complaint warrant on this offense date until July 19th.
No.
So he was in custody for something else.
Well, he was detained that evening.
Which evening?
On the June 30th. And that's the date of these allegations. However, when he was taken to the county jail, I'm assuming that there may have been some sort of probation violation that was filed. I do not know, or a bond.
Well,
but he has indicated to me that when he appeared.
I don't mean to cut you off, counsel. I just, from the June 30th warrant, or the June 30th incident, active warrants at the time. Sterling Heights, armed abuse of the computer, that's the felony one from Macomb County.
Okay.
Wayne County, with Skyner from the Wayne County Tether Unit.
Okay.
Dearborn larceny. And currently has a bond condition order with Clinton Township and have no contact with Daisha Griffin. So I don't know if there may have been another incident in Clinton Township regarding these individuals as well. So there were 4 other matters. There were 3 pending warrants plus a bond condition that it appears your client violated. And then the 3 warrants. So he's not in custody solely on this matter. So I just wanted to clarify that because he's not, yes, no. So he's sprinkled about various areas.
With respect to this matter, we waived the formal reading. He has been provided with a bond, personal bond, with other conditions, et cetera. We'd ask that bond be continued and that he receive in this particular matter a reasonable bond which he could prepare and make defend on these cases as well. I would suggest a personal bond, even a 20,000, 10% bond, so that he could add with, of course, the tether.
Well,
he's also scheduled to appear on October 16th for sentencing on the.
I thought it was the 26th.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, either way. Okay. Well, I'm going to state the following. While I understand that Mr. Boykins did not intentionally fail to appear on this matter because it appears as though he's been continuously in custody from other matters, the court does have the information based upon the warrants that were active for Mr. Boykins at the time of his arrest regarding Sterling Heights, the scanner from the Wayne County Tether Unit, as well as the larceny from Dearborn. In addition, there are 2 bond conditions because one is from Clinton Township, the other one is from this court and Third Circuit Court regarding the May 22nd incident that Mr. Boykin has now pled guilty on, which indicated no contact with Daisha Griffin. And at the time that those bond conditions were in effect, or at the time of this incident on June 30th, those bond conditions were in effect. And your client seems to have an issue with following the court orders. So.
I don't, man.
You do, sir. Please stop. You do. You were with Miss Griffin. You were ordered not to have contact with her by 2 different courts. 2 different jurisdictions ordered you not to have contact. You continued to have contact. Not only did you continue to have contact, but it's alleged that that she's a victim in another contact now. So, given all of that, the fact that you have absconded on your tether previously.
You want to say something?
I would suggest you not say anything and let your attorney handle the rest of this matter. That's up to you, Mr. Boyin. Anything you say can be used against you in your upcoming criminal proceedings. Do you understand that?
Yes.
The court is going to indicate a $100,000 cash bond.
Your Honor, will your court at least make it a 10%?
No, counsel. There are 3 current warrants out for your client's arrest. There are continuous allegations as to bond violations. And while I understand that some of them are mere allegations, when your client and the protected person are both listed in the same police report as being at the same location for one of the offense dates, it rises a little bit higher than an allegation. So $100,000 cash bond, no 10%, no surety. With the following bond conditions. Not to have any contact with Ms. Griffin. Does she still reside at the apartment?
Boykin?
I don't know. I haven't talked to her. That's why I've been trying to. I would like to talk after this because I don't know. I'm just confused. I don't know how my bond go from 3,000 to 100,000. I haven't talked to her. Like all of these is allegations.
Sir, I'm trying to clarify for you. Please let me finish. I'm trying to clarify for you. Your bond did not go from 3,000 to 100,000. You still have that $3,000 bond in whichever case you're referencing. This case is a $100,000 cash bond. So it's a separate case. You have now 4 pending cases that you have bonds on. Well, 5 if you count the one that you're down there on 3rd Circuit on.
Hold up. So I got $100,000 bond here?
For this case, yes.
And what is this case? Unlawfully imprisonment and
resisting and obstructing, yes.
And resisting instruction. Your Honor, I haven't talked to. But it's like he don't even know what's going on, Your Honor. I can give you more details of what's going on than he can, Your Honor. I miss court.
Sir. Oh, please let me, hold on, sir. Let me explain this, okay? 2 things. 1, your attorney has a job to protect your rights, okay? He also has a job, so one of your rights is you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say orally or in writing may be used against you in court. So what your attorney is trying to do, sir, is to prevent you from saying anything that may implicate you in any further proceedings. That's number 1. Number 2, I understand that you have been in custody since June 30th. I understand that you're stating that you have not had any contact with Ms. Griffin. I understand all of that. I also understand that at the time of your arrest on June 30th, you had 3 outstanding warrants for your arrest. You had a violation of a bond condition. On June 30th, you also had a bond condition out of this court. So all of those are factors that this court has taken into consideration for the protection of the public and the protection of Ms. Griffin. The fact that you haven't had any contact while you've been locked up doesn't have any bearing because you've been locked up.
Yes,
Do you understand?
Your Honor,
Do you understand
yes,
that?
yes, Your Honor, I also understand the reason that I have the bond violation in Clinton Township because I missed court and I paid a bond there. I didn't violate, I haven't been doing nothing, Your Honor. Like, I haven't, I swear I haven't, like, I haven't. I got these violations with the tether thing, which they sorted out in a 3rd district court, that I never did nothing to the tether. I never cut the tether. When I got locked up, the tether was still on my leg. And it shows if you go, if not trying to like tell you how you do supposed to do your job, because I know you've been doing this for years, Your Honor, it shows that I never violated my tether. That's why my judge gave me my tether back. When I went, I got all my paperwork right here. I swear to God, I do, Your Honor. I got documents and everything. I haven't been doing anything. And most of the time, I don't be communicating with her. I just want to go home and be a father to my kid and work. That's the only thing I asked to do, Your Honor.
Okay, so I hear everything you're saying. So even if we take out the parole of slander warrant, okay, even if we take that out of the equation, the other factors still remain. The bond violation out of Clinton Township is because you had contact with Ms. Griffin is what it indicated in the report and why that was a bond violation. So that is where the Clinton Township comes in, okay?
Yes.
Your next court date is next Thursday, October 5th. You're not to have any contact with Ms. Griffin. That's phone contact, text message, email, social media, third party, anything from the like. Don't send her any mail from the jail. Don't call her from the jail, nothing. You're not to enter the premises at her address or place of employment. You're not to possess or consume any alcohol or drugs unless prescribed. You're not to possess or have access to any firearms and or any weapons, GPS tether, house arrest.
So Your Honor, so I'm going to be able to get a personal bond this one? Please?
No, sir. I'm indicating your bond conditions in the event your bond is posted.
All right, Your Honor, well, can you release me to like take care of my other hoes at least? Because I've just been sitting here and I still got like stuff once I'm done with here. I got to deal with this and deal with this. Can you at least release me to take care of my hoes? My other hoes, so I can be clear when I come back and see you? Out in Clinton Township, Belize.
Hold on. You want me to release you to take care of your other holds? There's nothing that prevents you from taking care of your holds right now, sir. You can contact the court.
I did please through mail. I've been doing pleas through mail.
Okay, and so are those plea by mail being granted or no?
Your Honor, they told me I got a judge got to order me to be released to take care of my hoes. I've been trying to do it. That's because every judge that I go from give me these hot bonds, not knowing that I can go take care of this stuff and be out. That's what I'm saying. Like I just been sitting, Your Honor, on dead time. Like I want to be able to get out and get a job and take care of my daughter, but I can't do none of that stuff because every time I go to court, I get these hot bonds because there's one person that I haven't been communicating with. I've really been sitting in jail. I learned my lesson. I won't do none of this stuff. That's why I've been asking.
Pause, please.
This is another process and she's not even gonna come to.
Excuse me. At some point, you were not in custody after your May 22nd arrest when you were arraigned by this court, because it's alleged she was the victim again in your June 30th matter. So, sir, you may have other holds that you need to take care of. You may have other matters that you need to take care of. However, it's alleged that you committed another crime while you're out on bond in this court, that you had contact with her while you were out on bond from this court. You have other warrants from other courts, one of which is a felony. You also have a bond violation from a Clinton Township court because you had contact with Ms. Griffin again. So clearly there is an issue with not having contact with Ms. Griffin. One of the conditions or one of the purposes of bond is to ensure the safety of the public and the safety of the victim. This bond that this court has set is going to ensure that. We are done for right now. We'll see you back on October 5th.
Your Honor, but she can just easily, Your Honor, she can just easily, like how she been lying, she'll call and just be like, oh, I seen him, oh, he messing with me, and the whole time I'm not doing nothing to her. That's why I don't understand, like, y'all just go off these words with no proof.
Sir,
This stuff,
sir.
oh, y'all just, my life is being played with.
Excuse me, when you and the victim that you're not supposed to have contact with are in the same location, that is a problem. That's a problem.
I got set up.
Stop. No, sir, we're done. We're done for right now. That is something you can address with your attorney next week, and he can bring up to the prosecutor.
All right, Your Honor, so next week is like my preliminary exam, because that's the next court I want to be able to go to. I'm letting you know I want to be able to go to a plenary exam because she's been telling my family that she's not going to show up in court. She told my family this, so it's just wasting my time and my life.
Excuse me, your next court date is October 5th. That's a PCC. If you want to explain to your attorney that you would like to hold an exam, you have every right to do that. And then we'll set an exam date from there.
So like, will my bond get lawyered from there? Because my lawyer, when I talk to these court-appointed lawyers, they don't never explain me nothing. I be lost.
Okay, sir, then what you can do is you can ask as many questions as you would like to your attorney when you're meeting with your attorney for the probable cause conference. I cannot tell you what's going to happen next Thursday. If that was the case, I could give everybody winning lottery ticket numbers. I don't have that ability, okay? So I will see you back next Thursday. Perhaps you can have a list of questions that you have that you would like to ask your attorney and some other things that you're not understanding. But as of now, this matter is concluded. We'll see you back next Thursday at 9:30, I think I said. Okay. Have a good day. Thank you. Thank you, Wayne County Jail.
The next case is Autumn Conklin, followed by Isidro Gomez.
Ms. Conklin, I did determine there was probable cause to warrant your arrest and detention for being on Highway 395 while intoxicated. It is a misdemeanor. I don't know if the state's going to be seeking jail time or not. My biggest concern in this case, everybody, she scored an 8 on the NPRA, but my biggest concern is that she indicates she will not appear for court. That was a definite. Do you still feel that way, Ms. Conklin?
Yeah.
You still feel that you won't appear for court? Why is that?
I don't know.
Ms. Casso, I'm not sure I'm going to get an answer. Ms. Casso, obviously she would have been, I would have been able to OR her today. She would have qualified for an OR, but for that statement, that concerns me a lot. I don't know how you feel about whether you want to wait for a complaint to be filed. She can be arraigned and then she can determine whether she wants to plead guilty, no contest, or not guilty, and we can see if she gets out of custody then. Or you can OR her now with the chance that she's not going to show up. It sounds like it's about 100% chance that she's not going to show up for jail, and then we'll just have to arrest her again on another warrant. So on a warrant. So Ms. Casso, any suggestions?
Well, Your Honor, I would ask to set bail at $500. It's not that just that it's not, I mean, it is concerning that she says she's not going to appear. That's a huge piece of it. But when I look at her criminal history, it's all misdemeanors, but she has numerous failures to appear. So she's not just saying that, it actually has happened. In 2022, she has a failure to appear after bail on 2 different misdemeanor crimes out of Sparks Municipal Court. 2021, another failure to appear after bail release on a misto crime out of Sparks Municipal Court. She has a trespassing conviction out of Reno Municipal Court where she had a pretrial violation, and then traffic citation in 2017 where she FTA'd at the bench trial. So again, it's not that she's just saying it. She actually in her history has at least 5 different failures to appear on local cases. So based on that, we do believe bail is appropriate and we would ask for $500.
All right, and I do know she's scored a 2 on the FTA category for the last 24 months. Ms. Casso, another option, consider this. If you knew whether the state was going to be seeking jail time or not, I don't know if you have that answer, if you're not part of the intake team or whoever would be charging this case. But if we knew that answer and it was going to be no jail, I could set the bail at a cash only bail, and that would be her fine amount. If she failed to appear, we would just forfeit the money for the fine. We'd let it go at that. So I don't really want to have this case go to a warrant when we let her out and she doesn't show up. But I don't know that she's going to be able to make even a $50 cash bail or $500 bondable. So those would be my possible options today. Ms. Cook, I know you're not assigned to this case. Have you had a chance to talk to Ms. Conklin at all?
Yes, Your Honor, we did speak with her this morning.
All right. Is there any, she's not giving me any reason. Do you know if there's any reason why she's saying she just won't appear for court?
Your Honor, what my best estimation is based off of her lack of residency and lack of ability to maintain contact. My guess would just be a matter of being able to, she has no way to be kept up to date, and if she's handed a piece of paper when she leaves the jail with the next court date, who knows where that ends up. And if she can't receive text or phone call reminders, she doesn't have a stable residence to receive mail, to get any letters or communications that way. That's my best guess as to.
All right, and I know you're not assigned, sorry to put you in that position because you weren't appointed, because it's a misdemeanor so far with apparently no jail time. Ms. Castro, those would be my options, and thank you for helping, Ms. Cook, because Ms. Conklin is not able to give me an answer this morning for whatever reason. So Ms. Castro, those would be the options. You don't know whether it's going to be a J or NJ, do you?
No, Judge, but I could charge the case today and get it filed first thing Monday morning, have her appear on Monday morning, and we can see if she wants to plead to it, if you want to set a bail in the meantime.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, see if we can get it done Monday morning with the arraignment calendar then. And right now I will find that she is a flight risk. There's clear convincing evidence without question that she is a flight risk. And then monetary bail is necessary to warrant her detention if she's going to make the bond, or a cash bail of $50. Maybe we can consider that if she doesn't show up for court, we'll consider it at that time whether or not that will be relinquished for her fine. All right, then I'll go ahead and follow the state's recommendation of a $500 bail or 10% cash. So $50 cash or $500 bondable will get her out on conditions that she check in with DAS upon release from the jail, and we at least weekly check-ins are as determined by Department of Alternative Sentencing after that, and that she make all future court appearances. And Deputy, if she does somehow make this bail of $50 cash or $500 bond, please make sure, I don't care if you have to tape it to her wrist, or write it down on her hand, but make sure she knows the next court date and time. All right, that'll be it for Ms. Conklin. Thank you, everyone.
Judge, no testing requirement.
No. No, because I don't think she's going to show up for Diaz or the court. Normally it would be a testing on there, but I'm not even going to bother with that. I just want the case finished.
I can't hear.
Next case.
The next case is Isidro Gomez, followed by Heather Maselli.
Mr. Gomez.
Thank you. All right. All right, let's go off record. Mr. Taylor?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you keep leaving the Zoom meeting.
I'm here now, Your Honor. I talked to Mr. Smith. He says he would prefer to represent himself, so if I could, I would be sucking chair with him. He says it's too complex for me to understand, but I will still agree to be sucking chair for him.
Okay. Well, I don't believe that Mr. Smith is able to represent himself, counsel, so I'm not going to have him represent himself.
Very well, Your Honor.
They're looking to bring doctors into the situation. I don't need doctors. You don't need the people don't need to spend the money. on a big court cost because they need a psychological evaluation, whether you order it or not. I don't think it's very feasible.
Okay. Well, thank you for your opinion on that, sir. Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
All right, we're going to go on the record of the matter of the state of Michigan versus Kevin Smith, 231353. And
John,
counsel,
does
your
this have anything to do with the military?
Hold on, sir. Just one moment. Mr. Taylor, your appearance, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Edward Taylor, 57166, appearing on behalf of Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith, would you introduce yourself to the court, please?
Excuse me, I can't hear you that well.
Would you introduce yourself to the court, Mr. Smith?
Oh, my name is Kevin Francis Smith.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Taylor, please, if you can stop walking around and just stay in one spot. Thank you.
Very well. Thank you.
Today's the date scheduled for a probable cause conference in this matter. And counsel, you've had an opportunity to speak to Mr. Smith, correct?
I did.
Would you like me to state my name again so you can hear it? No, nobody's
You
talking.
sure can. You sure
I'd love
can.
to say it when nobody's talking. My name is Kevin Francis. My name is Kevin Francis Smith. I was born May 11th, 1966. My social security number is 043.
No, don't put your social security number on. We
Oh,
don't need your social security number.
you're not concerned about it, that I worked or not? Because I'm not working now.
Sir, I will get to that in a moment, but I don't want all of your identifying information placed on the record or live stream, so that's why I
Don't
stopped
I
you
have a
now.
right to state a statement without people interrupting? Or that doesn't matter? I don't know. You would know. You're a judge, right?
Sir, I'm going to indicate that you don't have a right to that.
Well,
However,
may I just at least make my statement so you can follow through the way you should? Or you just cut me off for a reason? Do you have a personal vendetta against me or something?
no, sir, I do not. Feel free to speak away. Go right ahead.
My name is Kevin Francis Smith. I was born May 11th, 1966. My social security number is 0.
Okay, hold on, sir, I don't
You guys
want
are real
Sir,
bad at what you do.
sir,
Maybe
hold on.
I need to
Sir.
get someone else.
Sir, hold on just one moment, sir.
Let me
one
just
moment.
finish. Why can't I just finish?
Because I'm interrupting you, so you're not putting your personal identifying information.
I would like to. That's my right. It's my own information. I can put it out there.
Okay, sir. Okay.
My name is Kevin Francis Smith. I was born May 11th, 1966. My social security number is.
Thank you. Your Honor, we would like to place this for in-person exam.
Okay, you don't have any other requests, counsel?
I beg your pardon?
You don't have any other requests?
No, we just want an in-person exam, Your Honor.
Do you think Mr. Smith is competent to stand trial? Or do you think he needs to be evaluated?
I think maybe he could be evaluated. That might be a good idea, Your Honor.
I think
just
I would
read it
need
this
lunch.
morning.
My toenails just fell off because I came through chemicals. My feet are all peeling. My teeth aren't right. I'm underfed.
Mr. Smith, we're trying to get you some help. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, but I
right
don't need a psychological evaluation. I need an MD, I don't need to give blood. I don't need to have blood tested. I don't need any kind of
All right,
added
Mr.
expense. This could be very expensive for people, you know?
Your Honor, ma'am,
This is about,
this is Deputy Dwayne Provenci. The defendant is housed on the mental health ward on the 4th floor. He is receiving treatment.
right behind the bars, metal bars.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so I'm going to indicate that the probable cause conference is held. Counsel, if you can submit the paperwork for the referral.
Actually, they're steel bars.
Okay.
Very well, Your Honor, I will.
So for a psych eval and criminal, you want psych eval and
Your Honor,
your
did you know my
competency.
Jeep was run off the road? They're stealing my cars on me.
Hold on, sir, hold on. You didn't want me to interrupt you? Please do not interrupt me. Just one moment, okay?
Of course, go ahead, Your Honor.
Mr. Smith, I'm sorry, Mr. Taylor, are you asking for competency and criminal responsibility?
I believe so, yes, that would be good, Your Honor.
Do they know who the criminal is?
All right, sir, as of now, you're the one that's charged with this matter. And
Is the charge piracy?
piracy? No, it's stolen property and habitual offender second offense notice.
What did they steal from me?
Sir, it's alleged that you stole property, and I will tell you what it is. It's alleged that you stole a box truck from,
And the maker of that truck is Mac. Do you know I may be the owner of Mac Corporation? And he
No,
stole
sir,
the
but
truck
it is-
from me?
it's alleged that you stole it from Dilgard Frozen Foods in Fort Wayne,
That's not who
Indiana.
we're talking about Mac. What about Mac Corporation? Is there a representative for him that will take responsibility on who made that truck? The design of that truck?
Well, as of now, they are not here, sir. So, but we're going to, and I'm going to indicate bond and conditions are
Can we
continued.
get a
referred-
continuance?
Oh, we're gonna get continuance, sir. Yes, we are. Bond and conditions are continued. You're referred for competency evaluation and criminal responsibility. The court will sign that order upon receipt. Thank you. Have a
Thank
good
you,
day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.